We've done the spare room, we've done the dressing room, and we've almost done our bedroom, but I'm not gonna vlog that because that one is just for us.
So, coming up next, it's a big one. It's the heart of the home.
It's the kitchen / diner.
I've got 3 words for you. Cotswolds, country, pub. That's where we're heading with this, and if all goes to plan, along this wall will be wooden tongue and groove style paneling, floor to ceiling, which will continue around the entire dining room side. And when we get to here, a custom made wooden bench will be installed along this wall, and the dining room table is going to move into that space. Done a lot of paint samples, and we have settled on this colour. It's Dulux's Woodland Pearl 4, which is roughly the same colour as the panelling in our favourite pub, the Nag's Head in Abingdon. So that is the inspo. The fridge is going to go from here to here with this cupboard being fully taken out. And then all of the remaining kitchen cupboards, top to bottom, will be painted the same colour as the paneling, which is going to be on this side. We'll do something creative with the dresser. Not entirely sure what we're going to do with that yet, but that is staying in this space. The tiles on the floor are going to be staying because I really like them. They're real tiles. When we bought the house, I actually thought this was lino, but these are actually really lovely tiles and they fit the vibe of the room. So these are going to be staying. And finally, possibly the piece de resistance of the room is going to be this pillar, which is going to be cladded out in brick slips made of Cotswold stone. So that's the plan, that's the goal, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make myself a little cup of tea and get started. Right, I've got my cup of tea, as you can see, in my Cotswolds mug, keeping it on brand for this space. The first natural step in doing this project, I think, is to take out this kitchen cupboard. It's in the way, it's got to go. That's where the fridge is going to go. So let's get to work. Well, once I've had my cup of tea, let's get to work. Taken me way longer than it should have done, but cupboard is free. Oh, what is that on the floor? Right, the cupboard is out. The area is mostly clean. If you're going to do this kind of thing, check up and down the inside of the cupboard for screws that are fastening it to the other cupboards, because I didn't do that, and that's why it took ages. Anyway, going in that space now is going to be the fridge. Go. It fits, it's flush pretty much. Couple of things that will need sorting. That's not necessary anymore. And something is necessary there. We've got a bit of a gap, so that'll need filling and that'll need taken down. But I've got to say, other than that, I'm pretty happy. Took a little longer than I thought, but we got there in the end. The only problem I've now got is I need to find a place for all of this because I don't have a place for it right now. I just knew that I wanted to get that in. I didn't think about, oh, hang on a minute. Cupboard has become a handy little storage unit. Don't look at the rest of the shed, please. It needs tidying, but look at this. Right, I've taken off all the cupboard handles. I've washed all the cupboards with sugar soap spray. Very, very good stuff. Got all the grease and grime off. I've also taped up all of the cupboards using frog tape. So there's only one thing left to do today, and that is prime all the cupboards. Let's go. Right, about a week has passed, and as you can see, the kitchen is fully primed. The beard and the hair are looking much neater, much shorter, much more appropriate for the sunny weather we've been having recently. I have got the paint, it's just arrived today, ordered from Dulux. This is satin wood for wood and metal paint, and it's Woodland Pearl 4 is the name of the colour. I guess we better get painting. Go 3 coats of paint done. It's looking pretty good. However, there is something missing. Handles, had to take those off to paint. So I'm not going to put the old ones back on. I've got some new ones, which I've ordered from Amazon. These are some nice gold ones. Quite like the design of these. I'll link them down below so that if anybody wants them for their kitchen, they can get some as well. Let's get these put back on. We needed 14 of them, so I've got, I think, 20. So we've got some spares.
There we go. As you can see, handles are on. They look great, exactly as we pictured. However, the next step is to empty all the kitchen cupboards, get everything out and get a bit of a system in place. We've already started getting some bits out, but all of these need emptying and we need a system.
We're getting something in place that's going to work for us day to day, and that's the next step.
Cupboards look neater, but we've also had a rejig of the surfaces to neaten things up. Everything looks a little bit tidier, and if you step this way, what air fryer? But the other slightly bigger update is we weren't sure on the colour of the cupboards. We put all the paint on, I did 3 coats. It looked a little bit too light. When we did the sample, it looked a lot darker. Once we'd put it all on, it wasn't quite as dark as we'd hoped. So, rather than repainting the whole kitchen, we thought we'd try a little trick, and it seems to have done the trick. We painted these walls, which were white, a sort of creamy brown cappuccino colour. And that was all around the window over there, in the window, a sort of indent, and then up around the hob as well, and above the fridge, and around the door here. So we've painted all that a cappuccino-y colour, and the result is that the kitchen looks warmer, more Cotswoldy, more welcoming, and the kind of vibe we're looking for. So that was a win. We've also added a few decorative touches, including the chopping board with a hen on it, some sort of wooden wheel, and these lovely decorative pots that we bought on our honeymoon 7 years ago. Finally got a place for them. We kept them all this time, and now they have a home. And the result is, I think, a pretty much done kitchen. I gotta say, as I'm a novice, as I'm someone who's not really done DIY or decorating before, to get it to this in the shape of about 2 weeks since I started, I am really happy with it. And like I say, I'm an absolute novice. Joe and me have been renting for the last, well, since we got married, which was back in 2018, we were renting. And then we bought this place in August of last year. So we've only been in here about 8-9 months now. And so we're throwing ourselves into the DIY decorating home improvement game. And I'm actually really enjoying it. It's good podcast time, isn't it? If nothing else, you just stick a podcast on and just paint for a week. And that's what I did last week with my week off. It was absolutely glorious. And we've got it to where we want it to be. So even though, you know, this half of the room is done, this half of the room, on the other hand, is not. As you can see, there is a lot to be done on this side. We've got the kitchen this side that's looking good, and then spinning round, there is work to be done still. So really we're halfway there, because on this side of the room, we've still got the floor to ceiling tongue and groove paneling that needs to go in all the way round. We've got the Cotswold stone pillar that needs to go in, the bench, which is going to go along that wall for the table, that needs to be built and installed as well. We need to do something with the dresser, so that we need to find storage for the clothes dryer and clothes basket as well. So we need to find a place for those to live. So there is a lot to be done on this side of the room for sure.